So we're going to read from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, translation and purport by our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. I'd like to read from chapter 10, The Opulence of the Absolute. And this is sloka number 10. It's a very nice verse. You have a book with you or a smartphone? You have a smartphone? Do you have Bhagavad Gita in your smartphone? You don't? Then it is not a smartphone. You should have Bhagavad Gita or Srila Prabhupada's books. You can easily download it to your smartphone so you can read it anywhere and everywhere. So in any case, this is a very famous verse, so everyone try to repeat after me. Tesam satata yuktanam
Tesam satata yuktanam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Yena mam upayanti te
Yena mam upayanti te
Tesam satata yuktanam
Tesam satata yuktanam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Yena mam upayanti te
Yena mam upayanti te
Tesam satata yuktanam
Tesam satata yuktanam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Yena mam upayanti te
Yena mam upayanti te.
Somebody else?
Tesam satata yuktanam
Tesam satata yuktanam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Bhajatam priti purvakam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Dadhami buddhi yogam tam
Yena mam upayanti te
Yena mam upayanti te.
Word for word meaning? Tesam
Tesam
unto them
unto them
satata yuktanam
satata yuktanam
always engaged
always engaged
Bhajatam
Bhajatam
in rendering devotional service
in rendering devotional service
Priti purvakam
Priti purvakam
in loving ecstasy
in loving ecstasy
Dadhami
Dadhami
I give
I give
Buddhi yogam
Buddhi yogam
real intelligence
real intelligence
Tam
tam
that
that
Yena
Yena
by which
by which
Mam
mam
unto me
unto me
Upayanti
upayanti
come
come
they to those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Everybody please repeat. To those who are constantly devoted
to those who are constantly devoted
to serving me with love
to serving me with love
I give the understanding
I give the understanding
by which they can come to me.
by which they can come to me.
Purport. In this verse, the word buddhi yogam is very significant. We may remember that in the second chapter, the Lord, instructing Arjuna, said that he had spoken to him of many things and that he would instruct him in the way of Buddhi Yoga. Now, Buddhi Yoga is explained. Buddhi Yoga itself is action in Krishna consciousness. That is the highest intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence, and yoga means mystic activities or mystic elevation. When one tries to go back home, back to Godhead, and takes fully to Krishna consciousness in devotional service, his action is called Buddhi Yoga. In other words, Buddhi Yoga is the process by which one gets out of the entanglement of this material world. The ultimate goal of progress is Krishna. People do not know this. Therefore, the association of devotees and a bona fide spiritual master are important. One should know that the goal is Krishna, and when the goal is assigned, then the path is slowly but progressively traversed, and the ultimate goal is achieved. When a person knows the goal of life, but is addicted to the fruits of activities, is acting in Karma Yoga. When he knows that the goal is Krishna, but he takes pleasure in mental speculations to understand Krishna, he is acting in Jnana Yoga. And when he knows the goal and seeks Krishna completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he is acting in Bhakti Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, which is the complete yoga. This complete yoga is the highest perfectional stage of life. A person may have a bona fide spiritual master and may be attached to a spiritual organization, but if he is still not intelligent enough to make progress, then Krishna from within gives him instructions so that he may ultimately come to him without difficulty. The qualification is that a person always engage himself in Krishna consciousness, and with love and devotion render all kinds of services. He should perform some sort of work for Krishna, and that work should be with love. If a devotee is not intelligent enough to make progress in the path of self-realization, but is sincere and devoted to the activities of devotional service, the Lord gives him a chance to make progress and ultimately attain to Him. Thus, on the end of Bhaktivedanta 4.4, Canto or Chapter 10, Text 10 of the Bhagavad Gita as it is, the opulence of the Absolute. Om Jnanam Timirandasya Yadandana Salakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Vistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Dhamayam Dadari Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathamritam Nam Shajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Haritam Shakhanditam Shara He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopeja Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanu Sudhe Namami Hari Chakapatarumyascha Kipasindhuya evacha Patitanam paveyo Vaishnaveyo namo namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivastadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Te samsadata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 main slokas, what is called Chatusloki, starting from chapter 10, text 8, 9, 10, and 11. The whole Bhagavad Gita is summarized. As the title explains, the opulence of the Absolute. In the Bhagavad Gita, the qualities, the gunas, and also the vibhuti, the opulence of the Supreme Lord, is explained throughout, but specifically in chapter 10, the opulence of the Absolute is mainly focused. It's like in some religions they say God is great, but they don't know how great God is. Starting from 10:8 here, explaining that He is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pavartate iti matbhavayantema buddha bhava samanditaha. He is the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from Him. The wise who perfectly know this engage in His devotional service and worship Him with all their hearts. Again, the word Buddha or Buddhi is mentioned here. Buddha means learned. Buddhi means intelligence. Bhakti Yoga means the yoga of intelligence. Buddhi Yoga. When one renders service unto the Supreme Lord, that means he's using his intelligence. That means he is not going round and round and round. If the purpose is to attain Krishna, then he doesn't have to do anything else. He doesn't have to perform any kinds of fruitive activities. He doesn't have to indulge in mental speculation. He doesn't have to perform any types of yoga, mystic yoga, in order to attain Krishna. Prabhupada says, when you perform bhakti yoga, it is like with one stroke to be able to attain the desired goal, which is Krishna, Krishna Prema specifically. So other types of yogas, like nowadays, yoga means to link up. We have this eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. Krishna is the only person who has a relationship with everybody. You will not find another personality like this. Like we may have relationship with our family, close friends, some loved ones, but up to how many people we can have relationship? We can have many, many layers, but how many? Real relationship. But Krishna is the only personality who has relationship with everyone. And since we are unique individual souls, we have that special relationship with Krishna. And yoga, practice of yoga, cultivates or rekindle or reestablish or recover our original loving relationship with the Supreme Lord. What is that relationship with Krishna that we have uniquely? So it says in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that we have either as neutrality, a neutral relationship, either with friendship, Sakya, Santa, Sakya, then there is parental also, Dasya also, servitor. Parental is like Mother Yasoda, Nanda Maharaj. And then there is the conjugal love relationship, like the gopis or the milkmaids in Vrindavan. So yoga means to link up. And unfortunately, in this day and age, there are so many types of yoga, but will not give the desired result to have that in union with the Supreme Lord. Mostly it is called Hatha Yoga. So many yoga clubs nowadays. And they invent different kinds of yoga. They have cold yoga. I've seen in a video they do yoga in snow. There is wine yoga. They will sip wine while doing yoga. There is hot yoga. They will have the room get into like a sauna bath. So hot. But this is not meant to fully realize the Supreme Absolute Truth. They'll perform different kinds of postures, Hatha Yoga. Sometimes, like contortions of the body, you cannot imagine how flexible their bodies are. But then, after that, they enjoy, they eat meat, they take intoxication. So how can they attain the goal? They're only wasting their time. Unlike this Bodhi Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, the yoga of intelligence, that means really action in Krishna consciousness. It's so practical. It can be done any time of the day. It can be done anywhere. You don't have to be a brahmachari. You can be a grihastha also, and you can do this yoga. You can do yoga at home. You can do yoga at work. What is that yoga? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. You always think of Krishna 24 hours a day. That is yoga. And the best way how to think of Krishna, according to Srila Prabhupada, is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because the name of the Lord is not different than the Lord Himself. The name of God is Krishna, and Krishna is God. So the name is not different than the Lord, because this is what you call absolute truth. The supreme absolute truth. Krishna Bhagavan Swayam. Purna Bhagavan. Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is a person. But he's not a person like us. Krishna is a supreme person. He's full with 6 opulences: wealth, fame, beauty, knowledge, strength, opulences to the highest degree, unlimited. He's the one who maintains each and every one, not just human form of life. Everybody in this creation. Nikyo Nikchanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko bahunam yogi dadati kama. Amongst the unlimited, plural living entities, there is one singular living entity who is the supreme, and he is the one who maintains everyone. So, to know Krishna means you surrender to Krishna. Understanding Krishna means the final conclusion is that you will surrender unto Him. It's like there was a story of one villager, and he wanted to find out who is the greatest person. Who is the greatest person, and I will surrender unto him. So he found out in the market that the viceroy, first of all, the tax collector. The tax collector is the one who gets the money in the market. So he says, if I see him, I want to surrender unto him. So he met the tax collector, and the tax collector says, no, I'm not the highest here. I give this money to the viceroy. The viceroy is the representative of the king. So he met the viceroy. And then, after meeting the viceroy, he says, you are the greatest personality I've heard, so I will surrender unto you. He says, no, I'm not the greatest. I give this money to the king. He says, well, I want to meet your king. I want to surrender and serve him. So somehow the viceroy made an arrangement for him to meet the king. And then when he's about to surrender to the king, there is this one Brahmana came. And then when the king saw the Brahmana entering into his palace, the king offered his obeisances. Because he is the pujari. Actually, he is the pujari. So the villager says, well, the king is bowing to the Brahmana, therefore he is higher, he is greater than the king. So let me surrender unto him. So now, the Brahmana says, the Pujari says, I am not the greatest. I'll show you who is the greatest. Then they went to the temple, and he saw the Brahmana, the Pujari, offer obeisances to Lord Krishna. And then he says, he must be the greatest. He must be the greatest. Because the Pujari offered obeisances unto him. So eventually, the villager, he was trained to become the Pujari. And then, he became the Pujari of the deities of Lord Krishna. So, the conclusion of understanding, this is what he called intelligence. When one understands Krishna as the Supreme Lord, and we are His servant, then my conclusion is that I will perform devotional service unto Him. This is what you call Krishna consciousness. When one tries to go back home, back to Godhead, and he concluded with one pointed attention, no deviation. Just like this verse where Srila Prabhupada, he read, there is the purport of Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur of the Vyabhisayatmaka Buddhi Ekaha Kurunandana, that with one pointed attention, one should glorify and worship and render service unto the Supreme Lord. Vyabhisayatmaka Buddhi, not that the intelligence is scattered. No, Ekeha Kurunandana, only to one pointed attention to Nandanandana Krishna. This is the verse that made Srila Prabhupada determined to go back or to go to America to fulfill the instructions of his spiritual master, to print books and distribute this knowledge to the English-speaking world. So, this is what they call Buddhi Yoga. And Krishna, being the Paramatma, the super soul within everyone's heart, he gives us the intelligence by which we can come to him. He says here, those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, bhajatam. Bhajatam means devotional service. Devotional service or bhajan, it's like dadami buddhi yogam dham. Krishna will give us the intelligence by we can come to him, and by rendering devotional service. So Krishna as the Paramatma, or the super soul within our heart, he knows past, present, and future. He's one of the three aspects of the Supreme Absolute Truth. Brahm eti, Param eti, Bhagavan eti, Sabjate. In the material world, Krishna is present in every nook and corner. Even within this microphone, Krishna is there. Even in this microphone stand. Even in these kartals. Everywhere, every nook and corner, Krishna is present in his Paramatma feature, super soul. He is the witness. He is the observer. He is the controller, and he is the permitter, Paramatma. In the material world, this feature of the Supreme Lord is present. In the spiritual world, it is his personal feature, Bhagavan feature. But here in the material world, it says in one of the Upanishads, I think Upanishad, yes, that the soul and the super soul are compared to two birds sitting in a tree. The tree is compared to the body, and these two birds are the Atma and the Paramatma inside the body. Now the Paramatma, he always gives instruction to the Atma. He says, don't do this. Yes, yes, you should do this. No, don't do that. Okay, you should do that. But then the Atma, he has this one feature that is given to him. Minute independence. It's considered as a very valuable gem. We have to take care of this valuable gem. It's like if there's a very expensive, valuable item, you just don't put it in the corner near the garbage. You don't leave it unattended. As much as possible, you put it in a safe. You lock it up. Isn't it? Because someone may take it, or you may lose it. So this valuable gem is this our minute independence. We can choose. We can make our own decision, contrary to the laws of man and contrary to the laws of God. This is the compassion, this is the kindness of Lord Krishna. If Krishna did not give us this minute independence, then he is not God. Prabhupada was once asked, why can't just Krishna let us surrender unto him, that we don't have any other choice? Krishna should make everyone just to surrender unto him. It makes sense, isn't it? If Krishna is God, he should make it in such a way that it is easy to surrender unto him. If he did not give us this choice to surrender unto him or not to surrender unto him, he's not God. That means he's forcing us. And love cannot be forced. Do you say to your wife, you must love me? You say to your husband, you must love me. No, it is being developed. It's natural tendency. It's a natural tendency. It's like the love of the child towards the parent. The love of the child towards the father. The father will bring mangoes. Is that mango season yet? Not yet. It is avocado season, right? Or what do you call this? Jamun. So the father will buy some papaya or avocados from the market. He will bring home, and the son will see, oh, he's bringing this. Then what he will do? He will take some and he will offer to the father, back to the father. All of these fruits was bought by the father, but then the son, because out of love towards the father, he will take some of these fruits and he will offer to the father. But this is love. So the Paramatma is always reminding us, this is the proper way we should go. This is the way how to do it. But then the Atma says, no, I want to enjoy separate from what you are instructing to me. Then he will give permission. Okay, you do it, but Paramatma says also, I'm not responsible for the reaction. If something happens here towards your decision, don't blame anybody. If there's anyone to be blamed, it will be yourself. So the materialist is like this. If something happens, great, good, they're so proud. Oh yes, it's because of me. I am the cause. And if something happens really undesirable, not according to their desire or to their want, then he will blame everybody. You are the cause. Yes, you, all of you, you're the cause. Why I am like this? But this is his foolishness. He's such a fool that actually there's no one to be blamed except himself. So that is not Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means Krishna as Paramatma. He gives the intelligence to the devotee.